Hello folks, this is Alan. I'm back with another movie review for you. And today I'm going to be reviewing the original Jumanji from 1995, starring the late, great Robin Williams. Oh, Robin, we miss you. And, yep, this was directed by Joe Johnston. And as you all know, there would be a very, very popular sequel or spin-off Jumanji movie released in 2017. I'll review that next time. But this is the original Jumanji from 1995. And the plot of the original Jumanji is as follows. When young Alan Parrish discovers a mysterious board game, he doesn't realize its unimaginable powers until he is magically transported before the eyes of his friend Sarah into the untamed jungles of Jumanji. 26 years later, he is freed from the game's spell by two unsuspecting children. Alan reunites with Sarah, and together with Judy and Peter, those are the two kids, he tries to outwit the game's powerful forces in this imaginative adventure that combines breathtaking special effects with an enchanting mixture of comedy, magic, and thrills. And there you go, that's your plot of Jumanji, the original from 1995. All right, Jumanji. And by the way, this is a true story. How did I get this DVD copy of Jumanji? I didn't actually go out and buy it. This copy of mine of Jumanji was left to me by accident by a former roommate of mine at a certain residence that I used to live at. This roommate of mine, he didn't last in the house very long, but we were talking movies one day, and he recommended that I watch Jumanji because it's one of his favorite comedy films. So he lent me his DVD copy here of Jumanji, and about 2 weeks later, he moved out, and he never asked back for his DVD copy of Jumanji. So, dude, if you're watching this video, I still have your DVD copy of Jumanji. If you want it back, let me know, but it does have a good home. I am taking good care of it. Sorry, but you never asked me back for your DVD copy of Jumanji. Anyway, so that's how I got this DVD copy, purely by accident because a roommate lent it to me and forgot to ask for it back when he moved out. Anyway, the review. Jumanji, the original. Yes, I like Jumanji, the original. Although I don't think it's a great movie. I think it could be argued that it's just a bunch of special effects, but it's entertaining enough. And of course, the late great Robin Williams, God bless his soul, he definitely plays a big part in keeping this movie afloat, as well as the supporting cast. I mean, I think Robin is given really good support in this film. I mean, the cast is very, very good. Joe Johnston's direction is good, but there are times when I get the impression that the original Jumanji is just, special effects display. Because, in the original movie, Jumanji is a board game, and Robin Williams' character, he gets sucked into the board game as a kid, and he stays in the jungles of Jumanji, contained within the board game, for 26 years. And then he's released from the video game by these two kids who come across the Jumanji game and start playing it, and by a particular roll of the dice, Robin Williams' character is freed from the board game. And then from that point on, Robin Williams' character, well, his character's name is Alan Parrish. Alan Parrish and the two kids, as well as Alan Parrish's childhood friend, not girlfriend, but childhood friend girl, this time played in adult form by Bonnie Hunt. The four of them play the game. They play the Jumanji game because, as you know, the Jumanji board game it's a hexed board game, and you have to finish the game in order to, for the hex to be, separated, from you, to be relieved of the hex. You must finish the game. So Robin Williams and his three friends, the two kids and Bonnie Hunt, they play the game, and every single time they roll the dice and they read the little rhyme that shows up on the little circular screen on the board game, it's cue special effects. and the movie, it seems to follow a pattern of roll the dice, read the rhyme on the board game, cue special effects. Oh, stampede. Here are the monkeys. Okay. Roll the dice again. read the rhyme on the screen, cue special effects. Okay, here's a stampede of elephants, and roll the dice and read the rhyme and cue special effects again. Giant spiders, and it follows that pattern. Roll dice, read the rhyme, cue special effects, repeat, and it goes through this over and over and over and over again, and it becomes very predictable. This pattern that the original Jumanji has. But what helps it along, I think, are the wonderful performances of Robin Williams and the supporting cast here. Robin Williams, it just doesn't make sense to me that Robin Williams is gone. I mean, what a magnificent talent he was. What a magnificently talented actor and comedian he was. He is certainly one of the biggest influences in my performance career. And Robin, we miss you so much, buddy. We miss you so much. God bless you, Robin. But anyway, Robin, I mean, he's really wonderful in this film, even though the script is not the greatest script. But just having Robin there and, doing his very best in the role of Alan Parrish. And I like his wide-eyed, his childlike wide-eyed innocence that he displays as the adult Alan Parrish. He's very physical, and you root for him, and you care about him, and you want him to survive. You also care about his three cohorts in this movie. The two kids played by a young Kirsten Dunst, and also Bradley Pierce. They played the kids Judy and Peter, and of course the very talented Bonnie Hunt as Sarah. Again, not Alan Parrish's girlfriend, not yet, but more his friend girl. But she's quite wonderful and appealing as Sarah. And as for the visual effects themselves in the original Jumanji, I mean, they're good. They're certainly good visual effects. I mean, this was CGI stuff from 1995, so we're talking 23 years? 23 years ago, the CGI stuff was done. Involving, a stampede of elephants and rhinoceroses, a huge lion. There's also some puppet work, I'm sure, that's done here, stuff with the spiders, bats. There's also a monsoon and, flooding and all of it contained within a large house. All this stuff going on. And the visual effects for their time are certainly very impressive, I think, overall. But again, I just think that in the original Jumanji, it's like a visual effects display and just has this constant pattern in the story. They roll the dice, they recite the rhyme on the screen, cue special effects, and it just goes over and over and over again as they play the game. But again, they get their little character moments, between the times that they're playing the game, and that helps the movie along. Some of the slapstick comedy works fine, some of it not so well. Like, for example, there's one bit where they're being chased in a mall. There's one other particular character that escapes from the board game. This hunter named Van Pelt, who's hunting Robin Williams' character and the two kids and Bonnie Hunt. He's hunting them down. He's dressed up in total African hunter gear, and he's played by David Alan Grier, I think. Who also plays the role of Alan Parrish's father with Alan as a kid. And anyway, the Van Pelt hunter guy, he's chasing our heroes in a mall, and there's some slapstick kind of stuff involving him slipping on detergent soap and pratfalls and all of that, and having paint dumped onto him, and some of it doesn't really work for me. Some of it, I really wasn't laughing. But there are other parts that are better. Let's see. Again, visual effects are good enough, for their time. And the characters are fine. The actors certainly try hard. It's just not the greatest of scripts. But even so, I can't bring myself to dislike the original Jumanji. I do think it's enjoyable enough, it's entertaining enough, and Lord knows the late great Robin Williams and his wonderful fellow cast members like Bonnie Hunt and Kirsten Dunst, Jonathan Hyde, David Alan Grier, Bebe Newworth, another talented actress I like very much. She's very good in this movie too. Everybody's trying hard. You can see everybody's really, really trying hard on that screen. And yeah, overall, yeah, it put a smile to my face. And I have to admit that I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. I think it's a good enough, entertaining enough movie. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give Jumanji a marginal pass of 6 out of 10. It's a decent enough, entertaining enough movie. Could have been better, should have been better, but as it is, it's fun. It's certainly entertaining. It's certainly a good movie to just kick back with, with a tub of popcorn and your soda, switch your brain off, and, have fun for a couple of hours. So I'll give it a marginal pass, a marginal thumbs up on the original Jumanji from 1995. And rest in peace, the late, great Robin Williams. We miss you, buddy. All righty. And that's my review of the original Jumanji from 1995, which of course means, yes, of course, I will review the 2017 version of Jumanji, also known as Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, next time on Movie Reviews. So stick around for that. Alrighty then, this is Alan. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time for my movie review of Jumanji 2017 style, also known as Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. See you then.